talking through the microphone?
No, I sure can't.
Tell us more about real covenants.
You can't hear anything.
I hear you now.
Yeah, the like covenants, like
HOAs and all that.
covenants in the neighborhood is like some crackers got together and they said, all right, this is how we want our neighborhood to look. And everybody who comes in this neighborhood has to abide by these rules.
Ever afterward.
Or they are in, they are in violation of what the HOA, the covenants between. So that, like he said, which is very real, like what Azalwar said was, he said, man, if he want to finish his basement, he got to go through the HOA because they want to know what the fuck you doing in that basement.
Right.
Like they want to know how that basement gonna look. And a lot of it be because they don't want him showing out and doing no shit that's gonna be like better than everybody else's shit.
Like when I first got my crib, right, I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna get this deck and I'm gonna get this fence, right? And the materials that the fence and deck was made out wasn't the same materials that the other decks. They was made out like cheap wood that you get from Lowe's and shit. And I was having the whole contractor come out to redo, my deck and everything. You know what I mean? And it was like, no, you can't have it. And I'm like, why not? And they basically was basically trying to say that, you know what I mean? All the decks have to be the same materials.
Right.
All the decks have to be the same height. You know what I mean?
Right.
They want short decks so that the deers can jump into your daggone
backyard.
You know what I mean?
You spitting facts, man. You spitting facts.
With you.
But they want you to be a certain way.
Right. If Lord willing, I remember about crib one day. I would never want to have somebody give power over what I can do in my own home that I bought.
What's going on, bro? It was crazy because it was like that pretty much hindered the whole project. Like I still had a deck because I was waiting.
All right.
You know what I mean? To get everything done that way. And then it was like the wood that they want, it's horrible wood. Like rain, it'll get lumpy, you know what I mean? Then you gotta sit there and pay to get the joint redone. Then they was hating on me because when we first moved out there, it was only about 3 houses. You know what I'm saying? And each of those houses had basements.
On your street?
Well, it was like one house on this corner. I got the corner spot. And then it was like 2 houses, like, you know what I mean, down the street, whatever. And then it was like row houses. But the single homes, they all had basements. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? You got the house with the basement. But they kept saying, yeah, we're going to build up all these other houses. We're going to build it all. When they finally decided to build the houses, the other houses around my property, all the other houses don't have basements. So then when I go and try to finish my joint, they saying, oh, you got to go through the HOA to get approval to finish your basement because you can basically turn that into a whole nother living area.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So we had already did the bathroom though.
I've been on the losing end of like regulations before,
right.
Like real, like regulate laws and shit like that. Like this shit will fuck you up. Like let's just say you fucking go and you do it without going to the HOA. And somehow they find out that you did this building in your basement without pulling the proper permits. They're going to find, like you said, Kat, they're going to find this shit out you for what you did. And then sometimes, in some cases, they'll make you tear the shit down.
Yo, you
know what I mean, Kat? They'll be like, yo, you say you build a shed. They'll be like, yo, you got to tear this shit down.
You know, as wild as you said that, right? So my sister-in-law at one point was going to stay with us, right? So what we did was we went ahead and
oh, they can hear you or you?
Test. That's what I think that's it right there. Yeah, there we go. I think there we go. So my father-in-law came through. He started building the one room. You know what I'm saying? We built up the bathroom, got everything all situated. You know what I mean? That she decided that she wasn't going to stay with her. So I was like, I want to finish my drink. You know what I mean? I want to finish the whole basement. So I had my other homie, he's a professional contractor. You know what I mean? My father-in-law, when we did it, we ain't professional, so we just was doing this stuff. So he comes in, and he looking around, he's like, oh yeah, you got a lot of space here. I was like, yeah, I want to put, you know what I mean, I want a bar right here. You know, tell him.
Yeah, I've been down there before, yeah.
So I'm like, we're gonna do this. And he goes, you're gonna have to tear that whole room down. That room right there that you did, you're gonna have to tear that whole room down because I'm gonna have to. The only way that we can redo or put walls up is that we have to get permission from the HOA, and if they come in here and they see that and it's not up to code, then you know what I mean, we can get all types of fines and all that types of stuff like that. He's like, so you're gonna have to tear this whole wall down, you're gonna have to tear this wall down. And he went to the bathroom. Now the bathroom was done by my wife's uncle, and that joint was like really done like real well. So he was like, all right, this joint is kind of up the code. He said, you see this wall right here? It's a little slant, you know what I mean? They might give you some problems for this. And the water, you know what I mean? We need to make sure this is blah, 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 blah. He was like, so we would be taking the risk bringing somebody in to check to make sure that it's up to code.
Y'all use that bathroom down there in the basement?
Y'all
don't never go down there and use it?
We haven't, the toilet hasn't been hooked up, but the shower is hooked up down there. Like everything else is hooked up. Oh, but okay. It's something about it's the pump that has to, it's something that we got to do with that in order for that. But they said it's a simple thing.
Yeah, because like I'm gonna be off of it, but like you know, like they gotta check, like when they give you the permit to start, they gotta check it before you put the drywall up,
right? Because
they want to make sure everything is good inside the wall. But like, say if you put the drywall up and you be like, yeah, check it out, it's fun. They're gonna be like, you gotta pull all that shit back down. It just sucks, man. Like you're not free with nothing. And I want to say this before we move on. Right. When I went to New York, right, I got a video. I'm gonna put it out. But I got a video when I was crossing over the George Washington Bridge, going through New York so I can go to Connecticut, right? Okay. In New York, when you pass through in a box truck, a commercial vehicle, at the very least, is $60. It's $42 in the toll, right? When you go through the first toll, $42. And then after that, it's another $18 that they do a toll by mail. So it's $60. I Googled it. It said how many commercial trucks go through the tolls every day in New York City. It said 90,000 trucks pass through the thing. Right. Then I did the math on 90,000 times 360 times 1 day, times 60 in 1 day. New York makes $5.8 million a day off of commercial vehicles that come through the toll. Right? And y'all been to New York. It's all day. It's traffic jam going through there. Literally all day, all night. Times that by a year. I times it by a year. You know, off the toll, just the commercial vehicles, not the regular vehicles. Right. They make close to 800.
They're gonna say they're using the. Okay, I think
that's one source of income.
Yeah, but they're gonna say that they're using the money to fix the roads and whatnot.
Y'all know when you ride through New York, that should be like, whoa.
So like all the construction and stuff that the city is doing, is funded by that.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I think the system is just set up. We live in when it comes down to it, we live in a what's the shit called? Capitalist economy society. And in a capitalist society can only survive with poor people. Right. It doesn't work with sharing money or equality or anything like that. It only can work if this person is poor and this other person is rich. It's kind of basic.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, wow. I'm like, wow, that's money. Right. That's big money. And it was 60 for me coming back. You know what I mean? Going was one. Yeah. Coming back is the same thing. I said, going through there to go to Connecticut. Then when you come from Connecticut, you got to go right back to that same toll. and come back down. I'm like, man, that's.
I think it's just a lot. It's a lot of money that goes into running a city, especially as big as New York. And I think us on a small level, we don't. Even me trying to explain it right now, I don't really understand.
Yeah, like $1 billion.
But it's a lot of money that goes into running. Poverty in a capitalist society.
Right, but I'm saying
in the way this country is run.
Right, but I'm saying that's just one element because remember you got not just the tolls, you got the other people that's coming through the tolls, like the people who got special permits, the people who have certain types of vehicles that's coming through. Not just that, but then you also have the police and how they're ticketing people, how their parking authority is ticketing people.
A lot of regulation, a lot of shit.
How like the fines that New York gives out, like the just overall, like the parking authority is serious up there. Like Philly's serious, but New York is serious. Like them niggas is like trying to. Remember when we was.
We never put it on the street.
That's probably what it is, but I thought he probably would have knew. But
he didn't know that.
I didn't know that shit.
I didn't know that shit just now. You can't
how long we been doing this show?
Exactly.
You know what it is?
And that shit was already on screen. That shit was always on here.
Niggas don't want to learn this
just
shit.
go over there and put it on there. So
that's what it is. Niggas don't want to learn.
You never talk about it.
We can't learn if we don't know how to use the camera.
You just say that shit and no change.
Use your camera.
You don't know how to work. All right, y'all, we're going to do some technical difficulties. Just hold in there.
All right, we're going to...
Probably nobody watching.
This happens every week.
We got supposed to watch it, man, but we only got one person...
one person that commented.
He said, Shalom.
Okay.
Internal temperature high.
Big priest.
Thanks for having us, man. Hey, yo, congratulations on your success, man. It seemed like just recently, though, you know what I mean, you really starting to take off in the industry. You know what I mean? Tell us a little something, man. Give us the 411 on what has given you so much success and why it just seemed out of nowhere you just start to blow up. Oh, man, you already know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'd like to first thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? Hey, God did. Bro, indeed, man. No doubt, man. I mean, especially with your recent hits, man. You got Smack That Hoe to the Flow. You know what I mean? Trick, Go Get a Switch. And let's not forget about the remake with the Yin Yang Twins, the Whisper song, man. Where do you see my fist? I mean, it has earned you top 10 on the Billboard charts, millions of followers on all social media, and not to mention a Grammy, dog. You got a Grammy, fan? Come on. Come on, man. I'm just out here giving the people what they want. You feel me? Yeah. You know it. I mean, I first started out talking about the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and how we should be about brotherhood, sisterhood, raising these families right, treating these women right. It ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Right. I mean, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I took a little bite off the hip hop and I decided to make Diddy Bop great again. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Man, you was a genius. Genius, boy. Pure genius. See, you feel me? It's not what profited a man to gain the whole world, but it profited a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul. You feel me? Bruh. Oh. Yo, man, I'm tripping.
In the building, you know.
He has arrived.
He said,
in the building.
Yeah. So, you know, the crazy thing about it, right?
What are we talking about?
Is we were talking about the tolls.
Oh, yeah, tolls.
The New York tolls, they make $5.8 million a day.
Dang.
You know, with all the cars, everything, it's about $1 billion.
Vehicles.
Just all commercial vehicles. 90,000. It says 90,000 people pass through that toll. And it's believable because it's all day, like a treasure city. Remember it says our gates are going to be open all day, all night, and people are going to be bringing their shit in. That's what it is. Like, if you want to see what a treasure city is, look at New York.
New York, definitely. New York is like the prime
that example. Toll goes all day. It's traffic right now.
It's traffic there any time of the day. No matter what time you come to this.
And everybody's dropping their substance.
I remember the pandemic.
At that fucking booth.
In all the years I've been going to New York, the pandemic was the only time I went to New York and there was no traffic trying to get over that bridge.
Right.
You just went right through. That's why I was.
If that bridge ever fall,
because
the rat is going to be a lot of death.
Affect the whole East Coast.
Not only that, it's
going to affect the whole East Coast.
Exactly.
I was about to say
that George Washington fucking bridge.
Yeah. It's definitely going to affect.
Remember, it's the top and the bottom
in diverse places.
It's the top and the bottom bridge.
Right.
It's two. You're right over top of the people underneath you, and that shit is moving 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, non-fucking stop. And that money, in theory, is supposed to be the money to help fix the bridge.
Yeah, fix the.
God damn, how much fuck did you ride over that bridge? That shit be like boom, 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 boom. Like, God damn. Where the $1 billion going?
What's the taxes for?
I don't know.
Some other shit.
But that bridge, I paid $60 in a commercial vehicle to get through that bridge. $60. $60 coming back. So that's why I Googled it. I was like, how many people cross that bridge in commercial vehicles every day? and they told me it said 90,000 people go through and back every single day. Commercial vehicles, because you look, it's always commercial vehicles going through there.
Did they say
First and foremost?
Oh, you had one. Yes.
Did they say how much that accumulated to?
I just did it 90,000 times 60.
It was like a billion.
That's because I'm going through in a box truck. It's more for a person with 2 axles or with 3 axles, 4 axles. You know, with a semi truck, it's more money. I'm just going off of what I would have to pay to get through if it was just all box trucks. It would be $60 per way because the first toll you go through is 42. The second one is 18.
Okay, I'm reading something. It's starting to make sense why. It's starting to make sense why they don't have money to fix it.
Okay.
I'm gonna break it down to you. First and foremost, this is a random down. So take it as you will. First and foremost, but it makes sense to me. First and foremost, it is utilized for the operation. This is talking about what they're doing.
Yeah.
First and foremost, it is utilized for the operation, maintenance, security, and capital expense of the George Washington Bridge. Excess revenue after that needed for the GW Bridge then goes to support other Port Authority's facilities, in particular the Cross Hudson River Path train and the Port Authority bus terminal. Those facilities will seriously need additional revenue to operate and essential to providing mass transit across the Hudson.
Yeah.
So basically, like I get it,
all
the people and things that make it happen are also they put money into that,
and they need to help other.
And they helping other things in the city.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot they go into.
Yeah.
We do a lot of complaining because we're
poor.
Poor slaves and slaves. Because we don't have the perspective. That's really what it is.
Right.
We don't have the perspective of the guy who's running it. We don't have the perspective of the mayor who looks at all the numbers and looks at all the stuff you got to pay for. So we look at it like, well, they charge me all this money. Why is there any potholes ever?
Right, it should be no potholes.
Yeah, that's what it feel like though. It feel like we pay that $60. We pay that $60 and be like, well,
smooth ride.
There should never be any potholes ever because I'm paying $60 to get through this.
You know who don't spend the money? Fucking Detroit. Not Detroit. Baltimore. Them fucking potholes in Baltimore. I'm just like, I'm never driving my truck through here again.
I seen the daggone squirrel with the crutches.
I got a video I'm gonna put out. I'm going through there like this. God damn.
That's how I saw the squirrel on crutches.
Yeah. Baltimore is ridiculous.
Baltimore is ridiculous, man.
Philly too.
Philly is bad.
You're going to lose a tire in fucking Philly.
A lot of shit.
What the fuck is the name?
Philly, I don't know. Philly, we don't do no toll. I mean,
no, but the parking authority is a beast. I got 2 tickets outside of the Brotherhood lecture.
But I don't think
they put 2 tickets on my shit.
I don't think they use that. I don't think they use that money
to learn something.
Yeah.
I don't know what they use.
2 tickets. You gonna come and
Yeah, I had 2. I went to court in Philly to fight 2 fucking tickets on the same because they put 2 tickets on the same car. Because you know how like they say
you were still out there.
Right, but like okay, let's just say I park, right?
4 hours and that's 2 tickets.
Right, but let's just say I park, right?
Yeah.
And they put $150 ticket on it. I paid $150 for that spot, so
that's not
stay there.
That's not.
They put another one, but they threw the ticket out though. They was like, nah, how the fuck can you have 2 tickets?
It depends on the time you were there.
Within like 4 hours.
4 hours, they should be able to ticket you.
Yeah, remember we was there at the
because most of those joints 2 hour limits. So 4 hours, they should. If you never paid, you were still there. You should
learn. On the 6 hour, they took your shit.
Yeah,
you know that's crazy because I didn't ever think of it like that.
Yeah, if it's a 2 hour limit,
then
they should be able to ticket you twice.
Yeah, that's because Delaware ain't like that. Like Delaware, our parking authority is closed on Saturday.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it depends on the block. Some places you can park on Sunday.
Philly
Sunday.
I came out the lecture. I had $150 ticket. I'm like, I had 2 of them bitches. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Philly be doing weird shit, man. They
from parking tickets, with the city and the school district. That sounds familiar.
Again, man. You lying, man.
Legislation passed in 2012 requires the PPA to pay the city a minimum of $35 million annually, with the remaining revenue going to the school district. The amount increases annually in the 200. Okay. Should have written a few.
They've been school like alligator. Alligator.
What are the school doing?
Yeah, niggas fighting, catching ops.
Or just not going.
Just
that's
not
main,
going.
That's the main thing. It's not showing up to that.
It's not going up. I ain't never show up to school.
It's not showing up.
You're right.
I ain't never show up.
Y'all know what they're doing with that, man. I can't.
They didn't even try to find me. They was like, whatever.
He's a lost
Pretty
cause.
cool. All right, he ain't coming, so we don't need him in here. But I ain't have like no truancy officers and all that shit.
I don't know who that. What,
Y'all ever had that?
No, I never even heard that shit.
Truancy officer.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it actually happen in real life.
Yeah, there's some niggas who
I've heard of it.
There's niggas who paid to go around and round niggas up that sky glass.
I've heard of a truancy officer, but I never heard about somebody saying, "Yeah, I got caught with a drink." Like,
and it's usually like niggas who like from the hood. They like, yo, when we catch y'all, they'll chase you through. Like, when we catch y'all, we gonna fuck y'all up. And then when they catch you, they round you up, throw you in the back of the car, and take you to school.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, they take you to school.
They need to bring that shit back.
Yeah, the truancy officers, they be niggas from the hood, right? They be niggas from the hood. They tired of these little niggas fucking hanging out all
Tear the
day.
neighborhood up.
What you say?
Tear the neighborhood up.
Hey, Cap,
At
they need to bring that back.
12:30 in the afternoon.
Truancy
They need to bring
officers.
that shit back.
They gotta bring that back.
They need to bring that shit back.
Truancy officers, man, they whoop your ass and take your ass back to school. That's it. That's real deal shit.
I can tell I'm getting old.
That's what happens, Cap. You start. It's like it's a switch. You be like it'll start with you be out during the day. You be like, what the hell is this nigga doing here? Like, you know what I mean? You be like, what the hell are you here? It's 12 o'clock.
I haven't got that. I haven't got to that. He said, "What are you
12
doing?"
o'clock. You in the mall at 12? You in the mall on Tuesday?
I'm off of work. I called out. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing here? Where's your mom at? You know, that's when you start knowing you getting old.
Because it was two things I realized about myself. One, I don't understand why they wear the face masks and sweatpants and hoodies in 95-degree weather. I just don't understand why you're doing that. Okay, I get
because you're getting older.
I gotta get the face mask because you don't want to be seen by your ops.
Yeah, but you know.
But why are you wearing a hoodie and sweatpants? Okay, because you can still hide a gun with shorts.
That's what you're saying.
And you can still hide your gun with shorts and a t-shirt. I know from personal experience, you can still conceal a gun with that on.
You're saying nothing wrong.
Why you got all this heavy clothes on?
Because you're those niggas is in a different. No, they're in a different generation.
That's true.
Them niggas, you're like, what? Because my nephew Chris, he sits in the living room and this nigga will have a hoodie on, sweatpants, motherfucking the whole shit. I'm like, nigga, it's no fan on down here.
It's a bitch.
No fan, no AC, nothing.
It's record heat and you have a hoodie on.
Yes.
For what reason?
And he's on the phone playing the game.
You can't get fly in a t-shirt? Like,
but
no.
You're not
in
even fly right now. You got hoodie on. Huh?
In the wintertime, they be riding, it's bass backwards, man. Like in the
He said
summertime,
bass backwards.
yeah, it's bass backwards because in the wintertime, they be wearing shorts. You know what I'm saying? And no coat. Like my son, he be tripping me out. Like they leave the crib, and it's like 60 degrees outside. You know what I mean? 59, something like that. And he going outside with daggone shorts and a t-shirt.
See, those 17, 18-year-olds, they're not in your generation.
Yeah, they pass me.
They look at you like they're gonna like a couple more years. They're gonna be like, "Yo, what up,
OG?
Yeah, right?
OG, what up?" You gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, that's right.
And nigga, I'm this age. They gonna be like, "What up, Unc?" They ain't gonna look at you like they gonna look at you like you an old nigga.
This is really solidified to me that I'm getting older, or that people there are a lot of people that are younger than me now. I'm doing Uber, make some extra money. People that know. So okay. This is all that really happened. I picked the young man up. I picked him up, and he had multiple stops. So I had to pick him up, and then I picked up some girl. I don't know.
You said multiple stops, like you can stop at multiple places.
In Uber, when you order Uber, you can make multiple stops.
Uh-huh.
So I picked him up, and then I picked up some girl that he was related to somehow. I don't know what their relation was. This is why I don't. This is why I have no idea what their relation was to each other because they wasn't talking. The nigga got in the car, didn't say nothing to me.
Right, yeah. That's
he got in the car and ain't say nothing.
Like, how you doing, sir?
None of that. Most people, they get in the car, they be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And then I be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
That's all I really need. I'm not about to have a whole conversation with you.
Right.
Right. But just some acknowledgement that we exist. Like, oh,
hey, he don't even. He like, who is that?
He just got in the car, right?
Yeah. So somebody.
He didn't say nothing.
Something is driving his car.
Okay, so I pull up, and then we pick up the young lady. She get in the car. She didn't say nothing to me.
Hey.
And we was sitting in the car driving for like 10 minutes to get them to the final destination. And they barely talk to each other.
No, they don't.
The boy barely talk to her.
Yo, you know what?
And it was like, what the fuck what is going on? Like, she said something, like, I think she showed him some shit on her phone. So I was like, are y'all together or is this your, like, I was
figure it out.
I didn't understand what was happening. Like, y'all know each other somehow.
Right.
But I couldn't tell if they was together or they was friends or whatever the situation was. Right. But he didn't say nothing. She said like a sentence to him.
Yeah, they don't
nothing, neither of them said anything to me. Like I didn't have to be there. Like, it could have been a robot driving.
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy.
Like, hi, welcome to Uber.
And I realized that
make sure you
I would have did that
shit.
I would have did that shit. That would be me. Yeah. I would do some shit like that.
Like on what's that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. Total Recall.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. That's crazy.
And I realized that there is a generational gap.
Yes,
there's a why the fuck you not speaking?
Right.
Because I'm thinking back and I realized that I've heard older people say that.
Yeah.
About my generation.
No, you know what? I'm gonna tell you.
You ain't saying nothing to me. Why are you speaking?
It's some daggone electronics.
Yeah,
it's some tablets.
The camera's working.
Well, for some reason, when I switch on to me, the sound goes out. So
I gotta figure that out.
I want to be on camera anymore. But like my son, right? So we went to the family reunion, whatever. He has a cousin around the same age as him. You know what I'm saying? And they both sitting right next to each other, next vent, looking in the phone. So I'm watching them, and I'm just like, these dudes ain't gonna say nothing to each other. They just gonna sit. You're the only two boys here, so we got a lot of women on my wife's side. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, y'all should build up. Y'all should be building up relationships. So I'm sitting there watching them. Neither one of them talk to him. I says, hey, yo, this is your cousin, Yesiah. This is your cousin Cameron. Isn't that something? You two guys about the same age. Learn about each other. And then they go, oh, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Like y'all was sitting there the whole time.
Nah, that's real shit. Cause like I had to tell my nephew, I said, speak.
Right.
You know. I remember when he was like, what do you say? They was like, oh, shalom. Yeah, how about Shemia Shabakita? I'm like, yeah, shalom. Yeah, how about you know, it's like you gotta tell these kids. Like I told my nephew, when my Red walked in the crib, me and him was sitting in the living room. I'm like, what's up? You know, my daughter, my Red came in the room in the house, and she's like, hey, I'm like, what's up, baby? What's going on? And he just was like, and I'm like, yo, speak. He like, oh, hey, auntie. Like they're disconnected.
They don't know how to communicate, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's because everything you learn how to do everything from that daggone phone. And what I'm finding is that I have to tell my son, watch a movie, watch a show, something that's not going to entertain you every 10 seconds, because your mind
there's a change.
Yeah, it's a change every minute. You know what I mean? It's you being entertained every minute. Get something, watch something that needs a build up. You know what I mean?
Long form content.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Where you have to build up to it, and it's like, oh, I get why this.
Nigga, you be watching some shit.
Yeah,
this nigga was like, yo, check out this shit called Active Shooter. I was like, all right, I'll check it out. I watched that shit. That shit was amazing. It was like, no, it was a bunch of different documentaries about active shooters who was going on different shit. And it was one shooter where they was at an East Indian fucking church.
They are shooting.
He was like, they are shooting. They're shooting. I was like, golly, like this shit is fucking crazy.
Did he say that? Did he say that on the tape?
Yeah, he kept saying it.
I gotta watch that.
He was like, they're shooting.
He's like, they are shooting.
It was a
word. They have guns.
They was like, where are they at? Where are they at? He's like, they're shooting.
Netflix.
No, it's on Showtime.
Prime. It's on Prime.
It's on Prime.
Yeah,
it's on
Active Shooter. Yeah, that shit's
He was so scared. He
crazy.
knew what to say. What's the actor, sir? They are shooting.
Yeah, that's what he kept saying. He was like, "They're shooting. They're shooting."
Yeah,
like, yeah, he didn't have nothing else to say. But like, you're right. Like, kids have to, be able to get into that kind of stuff. But they used to just, being entertained 100, seconds a day. I mean, every minute. So it's like they try to.
Under Fire?
No, it's called Active Shooter.
Active Shooter, America Under Fire.
Yeah, America Under Fire. Yeah, that's it.
And that's what
it's amazing.
And it's just like you said, it's just a generational gap. But you just got to talk to them. You know what I mean? Like you got to kind of, since you already know that, you just got to kind of make that. Because like when I get into an Uber, I say, "Hey man, what's going on? How you doing?"
Yeah, that's what most people do. Most people
know
get
how
in
you
there.
doing.
Most people, really of all ages, get in there and say, and they at least say, "How's it going? Hello."
Right. Yeah, like hey,
after that, we might not say nothing until he get out of the car. Then
right.
Thank you. Bye.
And you get out of the car and be like, this motherfucker here talking and shit.
yeah. That's really all I needed.
It must be part of some social experience.
Acknowledgement of my existence.
Yeah, I like to talk.
But I can tell younger people don't even do that. They don't even do, because I'm not. Y'all know me. I'm not friendly. I'm not like a. But if I get in the car with you, I'm gonna be like,
right, what's up?
How's it going?
Right, because that's gonna be the gauge. Because let's just say they don't say nothing. They get in the car and they don't say nothing to you, and you driving, and then you start speeding up, and then you start crying. They go like, hey man, slow down, man.
You didn't even say
pull over, man. They're gonna be begging you to stop.
Right. Now they're gonna talk.
Now they're gonna get multiple stops. They're gonna say, just wait here. They're gonna get in and get out at the bank and get back in that bitch like, drive, motherfucker, drive.
I think that, and then too, Cap, man, you got like a old. I don't want to say like an old soul, but like you've been around like grown-ups. Like you grew up around grown-ups. You didn't grow up around like kids. You know what I'm saying? You grew up around motherfuckers like you was 14, going to the club. So, well, I wasn't supposed to say that, right? I wasn't supposed to say that.
We're not gonna talk about which club.
Wasn't quite 14.
Maybe a little bit. Okay, 15. Yeah, you was out that motherfucker.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You was out that motherfucker. If you wasn't in the club, you was out that motherfucker. You was in the parking lot. Like you was out that motherfucker. You always was around like people that older. You know what I mean? So maybe your upbringing was more so like from an older standpoint. Maturity, so like a maturity. So like when you see like motherfuckers like 18, you like yo thinking once you say something, but you get in the motherfucking car. But in his mind, he like I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't know you.
Yeah, why I got to talk?
Right. Yeah, why should I
gotta finish watching this YouTube video. This freaking short.
That's
right.
It's stuck in my brain that I'm older now.
Right.
Because I remember hearing older people say, "These young people don't even want to talk to you."
Yeah,
they don't say nothing to you. I remember, and I felt that feeling of this young motherfucker ain't gonna say nothing. I felt that feeling of this young motherfucker ain't gonna say nothing to me. He's gonna get the car and I say,
young boy ain't gonna say nothing. Young ass. Hey, we got Dusty M in the building. I just want to say that real quick, man. Drop Dusty M a borrow. Could you say something real quick about the camping trip that's coming up?
Oh yeah.
Jump on camera, man.
He coming in, man. He got one braid straight down.
It's a late night.
He started new.
Damn right. All right, man.
Through the speech, man. We wild, man.
All right, so we got the during the feast of Tabernacle, we're gonna actually have ISUBK Delaware camp weekend where we're gonna be actually having events, survival, life skill survival. We're gonna be hiking. We're gonna have a paintball.
Let's do hiking.
Yeah, we got a nice little trail. You can go fishing. There's a lot of things you can do. So we're gonna rock out. We're gonna rock out for a whole week. We're gonna be outside. We're gonna have our tent set up.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna have class. We're just gonna be kicking it outside, just learning how to survive outside of America.
Yeah. So as far as like the fishing, like do the first people that want to fish, what do they have to do that? Do they got to get a permit or something?
Yeah, sir. We definitely got to get a permit. Delaware, they weird like that. So you definitely got to get a permit. So I'm putting all that in action right now. Like I'm checking on how we can do that.
Hey, look at the camera over here.
How we can do that. How we can
He on
actually
there?
have. So like,
Yeah, he on.
Oh,
how we can do that. How we can actually have.
No, you're not.
We probably have to have one person probably with a license, but then we got the paintball, and they actually have a course that we're gonna go on. So I think that's gonna be tight. And then we're gonna have learning how to make fire
with the sticks.
with the sticks. Yeah, I'm working on it now.
Okay.
What's high in Christ? I'm working on it now. I'm working on that. Yeah, I'm working on all that. I'm working on getting that going. I'm working on a couple things, so I'm just gonna have probably about 10 life skill, surviving life skill things that we're gonna be doing. What, man? What?
You got
That's actually
to
dope.
sit up so you on the joint. Yeah.
So that's actually dope though.
Yeah, I think
You're doing that. You know what I mean?
I was talking. Is there any way that you can help me book a what?
You about to be on some bullshit.
Like when we do with be a hassle. Is there any way that you can help me get a campsite right next to y'all's?
okay.
Hey, he's trying to be the divine seven.
All right, so right now we got 3 campsites, but they got 7 that's in really good spots, so that you can have good Wi-Fi.
He want to get one of those.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to do the one that's right because I heard y'all.
Yeah, we us 3 is all
Can
together.
I get the one right over there?
I told you they got 7 over there.
How do I do it? I went to go book it, and he was like, "You should just talk to you."
Okay, so wait until Monday.
Your
And
cat
then
crazy as shit.
I'll tell you and I'll let you know.
Cat crazy as hell.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get us like a code or something, so that you can call up with a code. And on the flyer, if anybody interested in going, on the flyer is the number to the school you can call, and I can give you more information to help you
Oh,
out.
sorry, Christ, man. This shit gonna be out of
It's
sight.
gonna be amazing.
No,
man.
good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time. I'm looking forward to the fishing.
I'm looking forward to the
Y'all
paintball.
want to?
You looking forward to the paper?
I've been wanting to get
the
into
paper.
fishing. I didn't have time.
Well, I want to get it like a fish so we can eat the fish.
Yeah, damn right.
I want to get into fishing.
It's gonna be cold out there. I'm telling y'all right now.
It's definitely gonna be
cold.
cold.
In October?
It's relatively cool.
I'm trying to say,
I
especially in
don't
the
think
morning.
so. I don't think it's gonna be that cold.
No,
It's not
it's
gonna be that
cold,
cold,
sir.
but it's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be
Especially
cold.
at
But I'm gonna have my fan.
Yeah. Got. But
Gotta have my
remember,
fan.
like it got electricity there, so we can still you can have a heater. They got those little heaters, propane heaters that you can get from Walmart. Yeah, Walmart, and you can be good. They got the little propane cans,
Right.
and you good. You'll be good for 5 hours each little can. I got 4 of them bitches, and you screw it in there and start this thing up, and it'll have that whole tank.
The fire,
Well,
the fire keeps the bears away.
The tent that I got, you could put you could put like a fireplace in there, and then they got a joint where the fireplace come out.
Yeah, that's dope. We're
Actually,
gonna kill the game.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill the game.
yeah, we is, man.
We're gonna kill the game. So who's all in here? We got some people in here or no?
Yeah, people coming in, then they falling off, and they coming in again. We got a couple. We got a couple people.
All right, yo, check it out.
Sometimes.
So what's been going on, man? Donald Trump, man, about to be the president, the POTUS. You know what I mean?
Donald needs to duck.
So let me just say this, man. The Democrats made it so bad, so vile, so nasty that people are like, you know what? Maybe I need to deal with some conservatives because it's just so goddamn nasty.
Yeah, I think that happens.
You know what I mean? Like at some point, when do we start to get around the real issues instead of just who we want to stick our rod in?
Yeah, it's the big part of the missions of the party is just how can we have the nastiest sex?
Cigarettes,
Get down to it.
Right? Who could? Yeah.
How can we have the nastiest sex, do the most drugs, and be accepted by a general society? That's kind of what it feels like,
Right.
a lot of the time.
That's why they like look.
That's why
Man,
they're pushing to you.
Candace Owens making a lot of sense. Oh man, this dude making a lot of sense. Oh man, you know, what's his name? Donald Trump is making a lot of sense. It's starting to look like that because we've been so just in a state of nastiness for 4 years. I think a lot of people just want something different.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, because Dwayne Wade was starting to make sense.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade is. He don't even. He say my daughter.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This nigga is a fucking
fully believe
idiot.
He fully believe it.
And he has a nail polish line coming out. This nigga,
Which is returned as
this nigga is a fucking homosexual.
Yeah, man. He's been a homosexual. That's why he's able to condone what his son is doing.
And it's really child abuse.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's really child abuse. Like,
yeah, I thought you should at least get a brother a chance.
Right, because if a kid is not old enough to smoke cigarettes, not old enough to go to the war, right, but he's old enough to determine whether or not he's sexual. He can't drink,
drive. Like
12.
Well, he was. I don't know.
At the time, right?
When he was legal, like 13 or something.
Yeah.
Can't drive. He can't make most important decisions for himself.
Right.
But he can decide what his gender identity is.
Right.
Which is a crazy important part of your life.
Right.
Deciding whether or not you're a man or a woman.
He ain't gonna want to be. He ain't gonna want to be a woman with somebody stick that rod up in his behind.
Yeah, I don't believe that parents have to support everything their kids want to do.
Right.
I feel like that's kind of like the undertone. Like the idea is that he has to support his son, or his daughter, whatever, because you gotta stand by your children no matter what. That's the biggest load of bullshit.
And his boyfriend is a girl trying to be a dude,
which is also crazy.
I already cut you off.
But that's the biggest load of bullshit that has ever been pushed down our throat.
Dwayne
Wade's son.
Dwayne Wade's son. His
boyfriend
is a girl trying to be
a girl that transitioned into being a woman, a man. So technically it's a heterosexual relationship.
This is just crazy.
But
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like the biggest crock of bullshit that's ever been pushed down our throat, especially when it comes down to this topic, is that parents have to always stand behind their children no matter what they do. And that's ridiculous.
Bullcrap.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of even being a parent if you're going to accept everything your child does?
Right.
And when does it stop?
Right.
Because surely when they were in the streets
right,
and selling drugs, we'd be like, no, you got to be a better parent.
Right.
Surely when they getting bad grades, the nigga was a pyromaniac and he loved fire.
Right.
You wouldn't be like, well, he loved to burn stuff up. Ever since he was 6, he been lighting matches.
One day he gonna learn how to put them out. So
I got support him.
Right.
Everything else in life, you decide what your child should and shouldn't do.
Right.
But for some reason, somebody told you that the moment they say that they want to be a boy, or the minute they say they want to be a girl, you have to support it no matter what. No, you don't. Right. A good parent knows what's right and wrong for their child, and they at least to a certain up until a certain point steer their child in that direction. But you don't have to. You can do whatever you want to in America, of course. But you're not obligated. You don't have to support everything your child wants to do. Right. Because if that's the case, you would support them right into death and destruction and mistakes. Mm-hmm. Because children don't know what the hell they should be doing. That's why we call them children, and that's why we regulate them differently than we regulate somebody above the age of 18, above the age of 21. Because they don't have the same cognitive ability that we do.
Right. 100.
So it's retarded.
Like these daggone, like of course we know how the scripture says foolishness lies in the mind of the child. Right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these daggone kids.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
Is that foolishness?
Foolishness, I guess, is
lies in the what?
He's in there somewhere.
In the heart of the mind of the child. Foolishness lies in the mind of the child.
It's in the scriptures.
It's in the scriptures.
He's freestyling.
You
know how Christians be like, yeah, because it says thou knowest that I should go out.
You keep talking about I'm looking at it.
Thou knowest that I should go out. It's in there.
Thou knowest I'm gonna get the fuck out of
in there.
Thou knowest I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's around the same time. It's basically.
We got Thasiyam in the building.
That's right.
Man, Thasiyam never come out. I know y'all looking at us like, what the hell does it mean? Why do we keep shouting out Thasiyam?
Because it's amazing. It's amazing. It's an anomaly.
Right. It definitely is.
Proverbs 22:15.
Come on, what kind of sir?
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the road of correction shall drive it far from
Give us a breakdown. Break it down.
Come on, listen, man. Listen. Your child, when he's young, he's gonna say, "I want to be He-Man." So I guess you're gonna let him go out with freaking underwears and a cross joint on his chest and a sword, and him going into the classroom before he greet the teacher, He going to say, I have the power. And that's him. That's his life. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm sorry my age by saying he, man. But what I'm just saying is that foolishness lies in the mind of the child. You can't sit here and think that a child at the age of 9 is going to know what he's going to be at the age of 20. Matter of fact, he don't even know what he's going to be at the age of 10. You know what I'm saying? But that's why the rod of correction is going to set that boy straight. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to correct that child. You know what I mean? You don't let that child destroy themselves. Because if you leave that child to, and this is also in the scriptures, if you leave him to himself, he will shame his mother. And who is the main person that is always going to defend that child, always going to fight for that child, no matter what that child does, no matter how foolish she is? You see what I'm saying? It's going to be moms.
Right.
Mom's going to be the one who say, it's okay. Let him be that. Let him put high heels on. Let him wear a purse. He says he wants to be a girl. It's okay. He'll grow out of it. But the scripture says if you leave that child to himself, he will destroy himself and he will shame the mother. You see what I'm saying? The mother, the one that's going to let him be him. And guess what's going to happen when he turns 18? She going to get rid of him. Because now she can't handle him no more. You see what I'm saying? So that's why that rod of correction ain't going to change. That rod of correction is going to save that child. You know what I mean? That's when we talk about that scripture where it says, spare the rod, spoil the child. You know what I'm saying? If you don't correct that child, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're going to end up having this kid like Dwayne Wade, totally confused, thinking it's okay for him to walk around acting like a total plum fool woman.
Yeah.
They
You
can't.
gotta put this show in Opus.
It opens. Okay, Constance, I'll put it in there. Get some clicks.
And I bet you in a couple
It's
years.
never going up.
I bet you in a couple years we're gonna look back on this and Dwayne Wade's son is not even going.
They're gonna be like, yeah, man, I was tripping.
Yeah,
with my voice. Yeah, man, I was tripping about.
He's gonna hate his father.
Yeah.
He's gonna hate his father.
He had to take that, but it was too late. He had to take that rod in his
Right.
It seemed like he ain't the one taking it though.
God damn.
I heard about that story too. It seems like he's dealing with women still, biological women.
Right. He does.
You're going to eliminate that wrong. That's all it's said and done. All is over now. It's over now.
You know, you might as well just keep on going.
So what you got on the shooting, sir? What you got? What happened?
We're shooting.
The Trump shooting. What happened?
He trying to get to the conspiracy.
Yeah, let's get to it.
He's trying to get to the conspiracy.
It was all staged. It's fake.
I tell you,
It's fake.
whether it was staged or not, this is doing wonders for his campaign. Whether it was staged, I don't know if it was staged in the maybe it could have been on.
Hell of a picture.
He's something like 50%.
This is like it's like almost the most perfect thing that could have happened.
Right.
It's like because definitely people sympathizing with you and feeling sorry for you in certain situations is perfect. And he did something where, like as I always said, people that hated you. He did something where now the Democrats who before that day, 24 hours all the time, every moment, every waking moment, are talking about this man like he's crazy, he's evil, he's going to destroy it. They're literally saying he's going to be the end of democracy.
Yeah.
If you vote him in office, he's going to be the end of democracy. We have to vote against him because he's going to destroy America.
Right.
They were saying crazy outlet, not crazy, but they were saying very big overt statements about how terrible he is, his followers, et cetera, et cetera. And just like that, the same people that were saying he was crazy and that he's going to destroy the country are sympathizing with him and saying, "Oh, this is the place for this. And we need to be peaceful as a people." And they on there talking about his kids and the Democrats, MSNBC and CNN, people that usually would be just trashing him all the time,
Right?
Talking about his kids and what he went through and how it must have felt when the bullets started flying. And they talking about him like he's a human being.
Humanizing him.
They're humanizing him. The people that was his enemies,
Within
hours, they talking about him like they love him.
Right.
And it was whether I don't know if it was a conspiracy or not, but regardless, it was.
So what you got on it, sir? Salaki, what you got on it?
What you mean, election?
Was it no? Was it Trump or was it the Demis? Did the Demis set it up or did?
If I had to guess, it's probably neither
MK
one.
Ultra?
Neither one. If I had to guess, it's somebody. If I had to guess, it's neither one of the parties going to this.
It just happened.
No, okay. If I had to guess, it either just happened organically, That's my official stance on it.
Right.
I don't have any proof of otherwise.
What do you think? Like,
But
somebody that believed in that if he gets in, he's gonna take over.
Yeah, somebody that's more so outside of the political sphere, like a corporation or a law enforcement agency, something like that, CIA, somebody that not necessarily directly involved with either party, but has power and influence in the country. I would more so put it on them doing it,
and then we're gonna kill you after you do it.
Yeah, I would more so put it on
them.
I think Trump represents America the way America is today. You know what I mean? He's on Twitter. I mean, come on now. He's on Twitter, Instagram. God damn. What president got a Twitter page? I mean, god damn. All of them, they got Twitter pages? Damn. Well, maybe I'm out there.
Come on,
but he be on Twitter, all of that.
At least since Obama.
Yeah, and since Obama?
At least since Obama.
Yeah. Damn, I've been out there
Not
for a minute.
before.
Yeah, but I think that
George
he
Bush
represents.
probably has one now.
I think he represents like what America is in 2024. I think Biden represents 1980.
What do you mean
1996? Because he remember like a presidency like back like in the old presidency like like Bill Clinton, all of them, they appeared to not be racist, and they appeared to love black people and just be so kind, and and they would find some way to pander to black people to get black people to accept them like they were really for them. But I think like Donald Trump represents how America is today, where things are more unfiltered. Like if he's saying like, look, man, we don't like Mexicans coming in here, or we don't like, blah, blah, blah. It's more so it speaks to how white people feel today. And like, I remember the general said it years ago where he said that there's certain people that are able to come along that are able to galvanize the oppressed white people. I'll say it like that. That are able to galvanize white people under an idea, you know what I mean? And it's like a switch that you can click on, and everybody's not able to do that. Every white person that comes along is not able to do that, and Donald Trump is able to do that, and he's able to do that. And if you read a book, it's called Ben Tillman. Ben Tillman was a senator in South Carolina back in the day. He was rich, and he was able to galvanize poor people. He was a rich man that was able to galvanize poor people and able to get poor people on his side, and he was able to make them believe that he was for them. And I think that's the anomaly with Trump. Trump is a billionaire, and he's able to galvanize poor people to follow him.
Right. I think
poor trailer trash.
Cahal, we was talking about this in class. I believe this was on Wednesday. And Cahal had brought up a point. He was like, one thing you do is you bring down the morale of the people. You talk about the morality of the people, and you bring it down to a certain level to where you're basically preschooling and talking. And once you get them to that point where they fully understand where you're coming from or what you're saying, you pretty much have their full control in being able to tell them exactly what to do. And that's how Trump talks. When he talks, he doesn't talk like a politician. He talks like us. You know what I mean? Like a regular person on the street. When he's talking about Biden, he should be talking about his politics and what he's done and what he hasn't done. But instead, what he does is say he's stupid.
Can I say
he's
one
old.
thing?
He's taking all the black jobs.
He's taking all the black jobs.
Can I say one thing?
Right.
Just so I don't forget. Just to the quote General Muhammad, what he said was heavy. When he was down in Florida, he rode past Mar-a-Lago, and that's where Donald Trump actually really lives.
Right.
He lives in Mar-a-Lago, and it's a wonderful looking place.
Right.
It's like a damn resort where he lives at. But he can live there and still say, we need to make America great again.
Right.
America's already great.
Right. When you live in paradise,
right,
you say we need to make America great.
Right.
That resonates with people that are poor.
Right. Absolutely. Because isn't that kind of like what we try to say?
Like what he should say is America's great.
What he said, right?
America's great.
From his perspective, yes.
Right.
Right.
From his perspective, but he has no reason to say America isn't great.
Right.
From his life.
But because he says we're going to make America great again, that galvanizes the poor white people,
Right.
the poor black people,
Right.
the poor Hispanics, even though Hispanics is barely getting over here and barely, being able to, reap the benefits of being in America and working a job.
Really getting it,
He galvanizes them too.
Right.
Because in their mind, they feel like we need to go back to a time when America was great. And that is the beauty. Now, I don't want to say beauty, but that is
it's masterful.
It's the masterful, right. I'll say that better.
It seems simple, but when you think
It's
about
like
it,
he's saying he's not satisfied.
I'll say it like this. It's the mastery
of
his message.
Yes.
Well, it's basically saying that he, I made it, but we haven't made it. You see what I'm saying? And that's how we should look at things. Like that's how we look at things in the UPK. Right. You know what I mean? We look in the UPK and say, yeah, I might got a good job. I might got everything that I need, but my brother doesn't.
I got the truth, but
my brother doesn't. You see what I'm saying?
Really
but when you look at the Christian church, what they say,
that shit.
You know what I mean? It's hey, I got my blessing. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing this. What you doing? You know
I ain't mean to cut you off. I gotta say it. And then when he got shot, he put his fist up like this.
That was
genius.
He had a lot of people wouldn't think to do that
right
in that moment, and shit like that make you think maybe it was staged, because a lot of people would not think to do it. He might be smart enough to do it because he knows enough
about
to do
social
that.
media. Yeah,
he knows enough. But a lot of people in that moment, being that it's so high risk, would not think to do that. They were thinking about saving their goddamn life.
Right.
But him getting up and putting that fist in the air was the perfect thing to do. He had to do it.
And he bloody
like,
saying,
that was
fight.
That was like the thing he had to do, to get up and be like, yeah, they ain't fucking with me.
Yeah.
That was like, it was like, well, this is
masterful.
That's what I said. That's what I think to myself. Well, he's gonna win that.
Yeah.
He's gonna win because now he's a fucking hero. Look at the nigga.
And he looks like he got strength.
Yes,
wait a minute.
I'm completely strong. Can't be fucked with.
Right.
They trying to lock him up.
Right.
Nigga trying to kill him.
Right.
And the nigga to stand up and put those fists in the air.
I wish that was me. I wish that was me. I'm like, fight. Fight.
You know what else he's doing? And I don't care what anybody say, man. But you know what else? He even added something extra to it to really make him feel that really makes people say that when they look at him, they just draw to him. You know what he did? He put that square ass bandage on his fucking ear, man.
Trademark.
A square bandage.
It didn't have to be that big.
It does not have to be that big. Yo, when Evander Holyfield got his daggone ear bitten off, the bandage that he had on his ear did not cover his whole ear.
Yeah, but that's strategic. Everything is strategic.
He got that big old giant.
You can see.
You got to see me with this bandage on my ear to know that, hey, they tried to kill me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Folks in the daggone convention was wearing.
You know who did that? Man. Kim Jong. Because it's a thing when you're a leader, right? When you're a leader of millions and millions of people, you have to appear to be human,
right?
Too. Right. You get my point? Right. Like that's Kim Jong will appear to be human too,
and then that's when you can relate to him.
Right, Kim Jong, like he'll appear like he'll get. I'll tell you what he did. He'll get up. He'll do a speech, and he might cry during the speech.
That's a Trump shit.
Right, he might cry.
Yeah, if Trump would have cried last night,
I might have.
Kim Jong was talking about. I watched a speech where Kim Jong was talking about North Korea, and he was talking about the people that's trying to take over North Korea, how much he loved the North Korean people. And he started to shed a tear. You know what I mean? And people was like,
yeah, that definitely
the place went crazy because it was like, I'm one of y'all, but I'm really not. I'm really better than everybody here. But I don't take but I have to appear to be this to the people that follows me.
I gotta make sure that you know I'm on your side.
Right.
I'm really not
so I'll show you my human side, even if it's just for a second.
And that's what this whole event did. It humanized Trump. It made him look like some big crazy guy that's gonna ruin the country. They trying to kill him.
Not only that.
Yeah.
How about that? Not only that. When he started to speak, his tone was not the normal Trump tone. It was more assault and everything, and he started off to make it seem like this experience has humbled him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, maybe we need to, you know what I mean, look at this and we should be all one people and, you know, come together.
It doesn't matter if you're white.
It doesn't matter if you're this. It doesn't matter if you're that. It doesn't matter if you're blue, red, blood.
Yeah, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love everything, man. I love being in the truth. It's a wonderful time to be alive.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time just to see what the future holds, man. You know what I mean? Whatever Trump do when he get in office, it's gonna be wonderful to see. We see what the hell happened with Biden. Right. So I mean, what the hell? If it's gotta be, it gotta be.
Everybody calling for him to go.
Yeah. So if Donald Trump gotta be the president, then what the hell?
Donald Trump gonna come in.
His spread is gonna go down from $5 back to $2. Who knows?
I don't know about all that. I don't know what's going. I know. I think regardless of who getting off, some war is gonna happen.
Something's got to pop.
Some war like.
But I think it'll just be another more entertaining with Trump.
Yeah.
Trump used to be like,
it's gonna be some fighting.
What you say? Huh? They're like, Trump. It's like a person from like another country. Hey, dude, what happened? He'd be like, huh? What? I can't understand what he's saying. I don't understand what he's saying. You gotta speak English. What you say? What you say?
I'll blow your shit up right now. Right now on national TV.
Trump should have did. If he did this, I would have voted for him. If he came out,
many men.
Yeah,
to 50 Cent, me.
I would have.
They trying to fake that video because they made a video like that.
If he came out before his speech to Many Men by 50 Cent and then cried during his speech, I would have voted for him.
Like, okay, where do I sign up to vote?
Yeah. But if he did those two things, maybe even one of them, I would have voted.
And cried.
He was supposed to cry though.
This dude is going to be a dick.
But he prayed though.
He is going to be a tyrant.
But I think because Trump, he's not a career pilot. I don't think he got it in him to muster up a fake cry.
Right.
Or even if it's not a fake cry, I don't think he got it in to cry in front of all them people like that.
Right.
But he should have cried. He should have been.
Well, he did send his condolences to the family of the person who was killed by this. And then that really exposed the Secret Service. I thought they was, you know, ironclad.
Yo, the Secret Service,
they soft as they like Rick Ross's security.
They said they knew that guy was up there for an hour. He was up there for an hour, and they was like arguing about.
Did you see the documentary about
whether or not they took the shot?
Whether not know that I took the shot, but it was some shit about I gotta do more research on it.
Yeah.
But something about a discrepancy about who had jurisdiction.
Right.
It was something because I think the where he was at, where the guy was at, the local police, like the state police,
had the outer perimeter.
Yeah, they had the outer perimeter. The Secret Service was controlling the inner perimeter closer to him.
Right.
And the reason he was up there for an hour without getting killed was because there was some type of argument about the jurisdiction and who should and like who gives a fuck.
Where is this motherfucker?
There's a documentary out already.
Already.
It's on Prime. I always catch the Prime documentary.
I usually watch a YouTube video. That's my research.
This John, but no,
that's amazing research. YouTube give it all.
40 minutes to watch a 40-minute video. I know everything.
Some fool did all the research for you.
Some dickhead. But all these books and shit, and I just watch it for 40 minutes and then I know. That's my research.
Yeah, that's real good.
The fact that they had pictures of this bull on the ground in front of the building before he went up.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
They had pictures of this dude walking around, been there. You know what I'm saying? They even said that it was a point where the police was supposed to bring him down, and one of the policemen fell off the roof.
Right.
Check it out. He didn't get up there.
Yeah.
He didn't get up there like easy too. He had to work.
He went live from Home Depot.
This dude went up to the daggone Cumberland AC.
People like, yo, man, somebody up there on the roof with a gun.
And it's like, nah, he just want a better view.
Like, okay, I don't know
a scope.
I don't know how the Secret Service and all that work, but shit like that made me think that it's a conspiracy. Because I feel like if you see a motherfucker up there with a gun, you shoot him, regardless of the jurisdiction. And
regardless.
Who gives a shit?
And if you would have took the justice in your hand, they would have shot you.
Right.
Yes.
If you would have been like, oh, he up there, bah, 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 bah. They'd be like, bah, 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 bah.
They wouldn't know what's going on.
It's a whole thing. And then, all right, So I was bringing this up not too long ago. It's a movie called Wag the Dog. I don't know if anybody ever seen the show. Watch Wag the Dog, and then wonder if this thing was staged.
Where's it on? Streaming on? Where's it streaming at?
Nah, you probably got to buy it now. Like, it's one of those movies that, like, you got to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's an old movie. I had to watch it for a class, a little class. It was like talking about because it's about Desert Storm, and they saying that Desert Storm was a fake war. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
and how they play it up, and what they do is they build everything around it. You got to have your hero in it. You got to have a big showing. You got to have a song to go with it. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff, everything was like, you got to watch this joint. And no, I don't. But I'm not going to sit here and say that the assassination was a staged event or anything like that. But I will say that it does have some of the tones.
Right, but remember, and to your point, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to your point, it's like it don't matter if it was staged or not.
Well,
it's like what can we say is fact? The fact is,
what matters what you can prove.
Right. The fact is he got a bandage on his fucking head, and everybody else in the fucking crowd have a bandage.
What really matters what you can prove now. What matters what you can
Right.
prove, and the effect that how people react to it.
Well, here's what you can prove. You can prove that he made the Secret Service look like they was not fully prepared to do their job. That's
that makes sense though, because they don't do nothing. No.
Right. That's number one.
They don't get tested.
Number two, they don't get it made him look like a daggone martyr. He comes on, and it's right during the election. You know what I mean? Right during his campaign trail. Then he goes on stage, he gives his speech, and he gets people that don't like him in the Republican Party to say, you know what? We're no longer going to put anybody to fight up against you to be a Republican representative. You are now the representation because nobody can. Because
he looks tough.
Well,
the whole thing is he looks tough.
But this is the truth.
Like white people like a strong looking leader.
But I'm saying is this right here, this single event has now pushed him way over. And that this like he done already crushed him with the daggone debate. He really didn't have to. This really didn't have to.
It was a few Democrats, maybe Democrats.
That's right, man. Debate, man. Captain Cesario for president.
Yes.
It was right after after the debate.
Right.
It was a few Democrats, like large, powerful Democrats,
like Nancy Pelosi.
I don't know the names. It was prominent people. Enough for the news to say they said it.
Right.
But saying that he should
step down.
Then.
Right.
Yeah. And there's more coming out now. There's more.
They know
there's one kid that ran for president a couple years ago.
So
that guy they said he should.
If I'm not, so what you're saying is that they're saying when the election comes, he should just step down.
Democrats are saying certain Democrats are saying that right now they should switch him out with somebody else right now. They should figure it out. They should either put Kamala up or switch him with somebody else. But that would be terrible to say.
Yeah.
The reason why they're saying
right now they should as soon as possible.
Right.
He should step down. They should put somebody else up there because they feel like the chances of him winning against Trump is nil.
Right, like Marco Rubio.
And they're totally afraid.
Chris Christie.
Marco Rubio
is the only person.
Chris
Christie is never going to win anything. I'm not sure. Chris Christie is a Republican.
I thought he was a Republican.
Why you think all Republicans?
He's not a Democrat?
No, Chris Christie is a Republican.
Or maybe Kanye West.
Yeah, Republican. There you go. But no, the reason why they really want him to step down is because they know that even if he was to win, that he's not going to do the full term.
Right, and they don't
want
Kamala.
He is not going to win. He's not going to live.
Y'all heard at camp last week, man, when Cap said, we're going to vote for a nigga with full-on Alzheimer's. He was like, there is no...
That's all we got.
Y'all saw the video. He said...
For black people, that's all that's what they gave us.
That's it.
Right, he said there's... with all the thousands of politicians that are strong, like smart, articulate.
They give great speeches.
Right.
They're seasoned. They've been politicians for a while. They're knowledgeable. They know about all the economics and the global shit. All that, and we got a nigga that's old as dust.
Old as dust.
You don't even know who he voted.
You don't know what he's doing.
That shit was so funny at camp.
Yeah.
Yo, I couldn't even hold the fucking camera. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking funny.
Can you send me the raw clip?
Yeah, I got the whole shit. When you said bowl of chicken, you was like, yo, whoever got the biggest bowl of chicken, that's what we voting for. Oh man, that shit was fun. Look, let me just say this: Camp in Harlem last week was the shit.
It was a good camp.
It was the shit last week. Those of you missed it.
It was amazing.
You would have liked it.
It was a good camp.
It was a great fucking camp. I mean, it was people out there. I mean, even I had a few people out there.
Right.
Cap had some people out there that was looking back when he was saying that shit about the chicken. I was like, yo, this shit is funny.
I'm on Shamar laughing. Like,
Yeah.
This dude,
Got a little arm.
yo, the dude with the little arm. Good night.
Brother.
Yeah, it was a
I
great
ain't got him
camp.
in a minute. It was good. It
I
felt
can't
good
even
to
hold
get
it.
somebody, a stranger to talk shit to.
Right.
Shout out to Captain Cotton's man. Shout out to Captain Cotton's man.
Catch them all.
Yeah, Captain Smallwall.
That's
Shout
right.
out to all of y'all, man. We had a great camp. Asharka Pond.
That's
He
right.
graduated today.
Yeah, he did.
Did y'all see the speech he gave?
I didn't watch the speech yet.
I seen it.
Saw the speech? Crazy.
Yeah,
This nigga gave a speech with a Dimitri on.
He's a full blown. He works for the New York's Child Protective Services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the kids actually gonna be protected.
Yeah, he gave a great speech about how the oath that they're taking is to protect the children.
Right.
And I was like, damn, I've heard it before from people who are politicians and people who, appear to really give a damn about the children. But when he said it, I was like, that actually, I could get behind that because I think that they have something great by having him
Damn right.
on their team.
They got somebody that we all know is honest.
So he's not just gonna go and like,
He
well, we just
did
gotta
his
kick this nigga out of here.
He
We gotta
did
get this
his
nigga out of
job.
here, get them in foster care, and get them,
He's in there for the paycheck. He actually want to do something to improve the lives of the people that he's working with.
Yo, we still gonna go live on another platform? Or no, it's too late.
All right, man.
Too late. So we can still go out though. We got Thusiyum here.
Yeah,
We can at least go over there and see what the fuck.
We shut this shit off right now.
Right.
Who else? Tell me the number, man. I
We got
see you avoiding the number.
9.
Okay.
We got 9.
I feel good about
Shout
that.
out to the 9 people
You
that's
said
in here
9?
right now.
I'll take 9. Shit, I'll take 9.
9 is.
I'll
good
take
number.
9 for barely coming on this
We
one.
had about 15 earlier.
I'll take 9.
Shout out to everybody, man. We here to do. What we're here to do is we're here to bring the truth to our people
Right.
and inject love and brotherhood and sisterhood back into the internet.
That's
How
right.
about that?
How about that?
We got Thusiyum in here. When he says he's going to come through,
You never.
now he might have a half a tank.
Right.
He might have to get
That's
gas,
an inside joke.
Yeah,
but that's irrelevant. That's not what we're talking about.
We ain't even talking about the tank, man. We ain't talking
But he
about
will show up if he
the
says
gas
he's
is
going to.
besides the point.
If you gotta take the overpass, man, just forget about it.
That motherfucker gonna eat. I mean,
When Thusiyum got like, when he's on like a quarter
Really,
tank,
a
he
quarter,
want to do plans.
Right.
Like, yo, what you about to do?
where to go? It's a Sunoco. Right by the corner of my house. So I'm gonna just go there right quick, and I'm gonna see y'all in this block. But I'm gonna go right back as a Sunoco right
Wasn't nobody think about doing nothing. He be like, man, we out tonight. We be like, you know what? We are out tonight. We gonna follow you. He like, no, don't follow me.
Don't follow me because it's a shell. I gotta get gas, but I can only get gas from the shell
man.
right around the corner of my house.
Right around.
So I gotta go there
Yo.
first, right? And then I see you.
I mean,
They got
let me tell y'all something, man.
sugar in the gas.
Well, let me tell y'all something, man. Thar said I'm coming through
And
today.
he did it.
And
Man.
what I say to y'all, I said Thar's coming through.
He came to this motherfucker at 10:30.
Hey,
When all hope was.
Oh, I did not think he was doing that.
You know what? Even the cameras didn't believe it. Because the camera cut off.
The camera
in the building.
The camera was like, oh shit, that's not
The camera cut off was like, wait a minute, we got to stop the show.
Yeah.
Because Thusiyum is out. And the funny thing is, I went to the door. I went to the door. Wasn't nobody there.
It was a hoax.
I was like, oh, this is bullshit.
I think the shooting is a conspiracy and Thusiyum being there right now.
Right.
There's something going on.
All the systems went down today.
It's like a
It was
conspiracy.
a big old daggone breach or something.
They must attack this car with some
Yeah, that's
bugs.
Real shit, man. Hey, yo, look, man, check it out, man. Y'all gotta get there to Detroit. Because Commander General Johanna is going to be doing a lecture on demons.
You know you
I'm
got.
fighting demons.
I'm fighting demons.
Demons. Demons. Yeah, we fighting demons, man. General Commander General Johanna is going to be doing a lecture on that. We got General Mahiman, man, doing the scripture breakdown class.
Per usual.
on Thursday.
Locking it down.
You know, Captain Ariana is going to be in the building.
Most definitely.
Right.
Enjoying myself.
Captain Tahoe War is going to be in the building.
Captain Makai, he going to be there.
Doing
He having an album release party. His
Yes.
first album, first real project he put out.
Crazy.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Premiered in Detroit. That's going to be dope.
Because he takes a long time to put music out.
Yeah, he takes his time. He like a composer. He there with a quill pen.
Hey, look, he about to come out with a flute album. You know how
He writing notes.
yo, that would be crazy, yo. Right.
That would be.
You gotta take so long. It's like, God damn, this shit took a long time.
You ready? You ready?
And then be like,
Like what?
what the fuck is that? So Captain Con is coming out. So Captain Con coming out with his album
And it's all Safari
release
notes.
party. Huh?
It'd be all Safari notes.
And look, man, look, you can see, man, you can see the Midwest Monster of Mayhem,
That's right.
Captain Malquad, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Officer Ra'im, you know what I'm saying? Captain Kapash, Captain Napatazar, they're going to be all out there, man, getting it on. And if y'all know anything about the Midwest, man, those are a good group of brothers, and, you know, it's definitely going to be lit. Y'all already know what it is, so
Yeah,
they ain't
right.
really got nothing to say. Captain Ariya already put it in. He said that this is going to be the most lit one, would you say, of the ever?
I never said that.
You didn't say that. Who said that?
The Captain Pot said that. And I say, y'all say that every year.
Oh, you did say that. Okay.
They said it every year.
But they said, no, you said something about, I know, because Trump something, I know that's going to be lit.
Captain Pot said,
Oh, he said that?
yeah, he
He
said
must be messing up the name.
You want to go?
Detroit?
You want?
Yeah, I think I'm thinking.
But yeah,
All right.
so I need, needless to say,
y'all.
y'all need to be there and make sure that y'all are in the building. Lord allow, I'll be there. And I might not be able to get there with you. But I have seen the mountaintop.
I seen it, y'all. Seen it.
Right. So Lord
I
allow,
seen
I'll
it
be
long
there.
time, and there was some white bitches running.
Because guess what? We was in Houston, we was in Atlanta, and I caught a fight on camera.
Oh,
Yeah. Forgot about
oh yeah.
Haven't put it out yet.
Yeah, you got
Atlanta got some deceptive neighborhoods.
I caught
You
a
pull
fight
up
on
and they
camera.
go, "This is a nice neighborhood. This is, you know, new housing developments. And this is a nice neighborhood." And then
Nigga was like, "Bitch, I beat your goddamn ass!"
niggas fight like a mother.
Yeah, you get it on. That's amazing. So I caught it all on camera. It was in the middle of the early part of the night. I caught it. I'm gonna put it out.
You put a machete out on Texas.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out, and Lord allow y'all share it because that's like pulling teeth.
Yeah, that's fun. Take them to share something.
Yeah,
You watch it, you ain't gonna share it.
They're not.
It's too much work.
Ain't gonna like it either.
it's real easy to share stuff. But
Go look at it and you're gonna be like, yo, man, that video you did, man.
That was dope.
That shit was dope, man.
right, but like it online, laugh online.
That's what right.
Right, don't laugh.
All this laughing in real life don't even really mean nothing.
Right.
So what y'all want to do? Y'all want to wrap it?
You can have it.
All right, so check it out, man. You know, we got Thus and Yum in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got the ICPK Delaware camping trip that's coming up on October the 16th.
16
The
concert.
16th. We're going to get it on to the 24th. We're going to be out there and we're going to be getting it on. It's a camping trip and it's not about the Feast of Tabernacles.
Right.
Right? We're literally going out there and we're just camping. That's it.
Right.
And it just so happens to be the Feast of Tabernacles.
You wouldn't want to say that.
Nah, I'm in my ground.
Man, let's go goddamn man. Let's go goddamn man. And when y'all niggas in the house,
We just going out there to
we
camp.
gonna be in the
We're
tent.
gonna be in a tent
Right. We're gonna be in the tent.
in the wilderness. I mean, in the
outside.
in the forest.
Right. We're going out there to camp.
Can't concert.
Y'all niggas is hilarious.
Just can't.
We're just camping. That's it.
That's all we do, man.
Camp.
Don't even worry about it. Y'all can stay in the house, and we gonna be outside.
We're camping.
Y'all can stay in the house though. We gonna be doing
We're gonna be outside.
how we do.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So-
Nothing special about what we doing.
Oh my
So we
God.
got Thus and Yum spearhead and
Nothing
everything,
special
man.
at all.
Making sure we got Captain Oriya. He's on with the fourth spot.
Yeah.
Right?
It's camping. So look, there's 3 more left in that first 7.
They get up
3 more
there.
left. So you better get on it now because we getting it on Thasiem, look, you're gonna be you're gonna be in another campsite, right, where it's not popping like that.
You're gonna be camping.
You ain't gonna be camping. We ain't gonna camp. We gonna glamp.
We gonna glamp.
I learned that phrase today.
Yeah, my daughter said glamping. Yeah. So shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody that's been watching the show. Right. Shout out to Captain Zariak. Shout out to Captain Kadazar, man. We appreciate y'all. We on your channel streaming live. Shout out to ISBK Delaware South. Shout out to ISBK Delaware North. Shout out to Philly and shout out to Trenton, man. Shout out to Mathumyad.
That's right.
God damn, Mathumyad was the last brother up.
One of the realest doing it.
Yeah, he was the last brother up, and he was like, yo, give me Revelations, man.
Without a speaker going,
yeah, he was like, give me Revelations 13 and 9, man. I was like, yeah, he was like, man, read it again.
Right.
Like, I was like, okay, yeah, Mathumyad on it, man. And then what makes it so crazy is this, and I just want to end it off by saying this, and y'all can say whatever y'all want to too. But why would you say anything about a brother like Mathumyad?
Right.
Like when a nigga was in the crowd. I know the nigga was crazy, but why would you say anything about somebody who's teaching that's young?
Right. He don't know that he's young.
You know what I mean?
He don't know that he's young, though.
Like somebody that's young is.
It don't even matter what he's saying.
Like you can look at him and be like, okay, this brother's a young brother, but he's doing something positive. He's trying to fight for his people.
People don't think that it's positive.
Man, I'm looking at that. I'm like, how could you come up against that?
People don't think that it's positive, man. They don't think that we fight for our people.
Right.
Like if I saw a nigga who was 15 on the podium and he was 14 or 13, and he was like, yeah, we need to get off of drugs. I'll be like, yo, that's amazing. Right. But a nigga will come up and be like, get off the mic, young boy.
Right.
How you gonna sit here and tell me that? Y'all smack the shit out of you. Like, why would you do that to a young brother who got his life together?
Right.
Get up off of there.
Oh, get up off of there. Get up off of there.
What you doing?
That shit is. I don't know. Y'all let me know, man.
Nah.
I think that whenever I see Mathumyad speaking, or I see like any like the younger brother speaking, I'm like, that's the shit.
Right.
Fuck what I said. Whatever they said. You know what I mean? Like that's who we need to get on camera. Right. Those brothers right there, because that's the brothers who is going to move the younger brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be able to see like Azariah's son.
Right.
You know, out of Indianapolis, like them, that's who I praise the most, because it's like those brothers there, they young. You know what I mean? Right. They got their life together early, and they're doing it, and they're taking up this cross that we take up.
Right.
That's just amazing to me, man. Shout out to all those brothers, man.
Damn right.
Shout out to all of them. Yeah. So, I ain't got nothing else to say unless y'all do.
That's it, man. We appreciate y'all rocking out with us. We ain't been over here in a second, but we back, right? Hopefully be able to do it again next week. And see y'all in Detroit, Lord willing. So guess what, man? Captain Desire One.
Isaiah War.
It's Captain Ariel.
Officer Thasiem in the building.
All right. And we are Rude Speech, man. We appreciate y'all. Isaiah War, take us out to whatever you want to take us out to. Because we about to take Thasiem out.
Right.
What type of taking out we talking about?
Well, at least no. Hold on, keep it live. Don't go out yet, because he said,
we gonna take him out. He said, I don't want to go. We gonna take him out.
All right, we out.
All right.
Big priest.
Con. All right, man. Send him up, man. Oh my goodness, Big Priest. I know y'all got the national convention going on, man. We got to touch the street. You know what I mean? And I won't get a hold of God's unchanging hand because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped get out the island. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. Son of Delabosa, shut up on a Honda. Help me, Jesus.
Hey, Pastor, man, cut out all that foolishness, man. Get up off your daggone knees, man. Oh, man, Big Priest, where's my shield? Where's my shield? Big Priest, you are something. I guess you're okay with Trump being in office, huh? You're going to learn today. God don't care about your vote out. Not my Jesus. He going to want me to stand 10 toes down. That's right, on Tuesday, November 5th. To God be the glory. Well, Jesus is not God, man, but he is the only one that we're supposed to set over us. But But you choose to prove time and time again that you got no king but Caesar. If you don't do something there, that last Caesar is going to be a tyrant. And you heard him say this is going to be the last election. That daggone stage of assassination is going to make him a martyr. You see the people wearing banners on the air. Oh, Father God, in the name of Jesus, touch the minds of the people, Lord God. To take the bandages off the ears and give them ears to hear, Lord God. Touch Biden's mind. I rebuke all Thomas. I rebuke the trick of the enemy. I rebuke. Pastor, man, you got to go. Man, God ain't hearing your prayers, and I ain't trying to hear that either, man. And as for y'all, man, y'all check out Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15, man. We ain't supposed to be setting no stranger over us. And our king's supposed to be of our own nation, a righteous man. You know what I mean? We ain't supposed to be out here choosing no lesser of two evils. God don't want us to choose any evil. Get in class, ISUPK online, or check us out, Wilmington, Delaware, 1232 North King Street, or in Smyrna, Delaware, 202 North DuPont Highway, man. Shalom.